Good morning. I just woke up. So I am 23 years old. Wait, am I? So let's wait until the end of this video to figure out how old I am. So, um, as we all know, abortions happen and so do suicides. And we also know that in the country of China, this is particularly true. There's infanticide that occurs in China. Infanticide as a result of a political law called the One Child Policy. So, also in China, there's acknowledgement, um, accurately, that the age system, the international European age system, is not correct, which is accurate. People do not turn 1 years old when they are 12 months plus 9 months would be 21 months. So a person is not 1 years old when they're 21 months. And so this is what Chinese people and also various other East Asian populations acknowledge this. Acknowledge this by using, they say that the first year after birth is the number zero. They use the number zero. And then when a child turns one, I believe that's when, once a child turns one, that's when they get a name. That's when they get named. So this is like a very accurate system. This is the blanket that I made myself. So this is my comforter cover. Because I sleep sandwiched between these two. So anyway, here we go. There is there's a numerical number ring that I came up with myself. I didn't read it anywhere. And I came up with this about 2 years ago, if not a year and a half, maybe. And so I was talking with my friend she has a mathematics degree from Duke University, and she was talking to me, and I was telling her, hey, like, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Like, I was explaining to her how, in order to fall asleep at night, this is a Chinese person. Actually, she's Taiwanese, accurately. So, I was talking with her and telling her, hey, like literally she was describing some of her class stuff to me. And I was saying, oh my goodness, in order for me to fall asleep at night, what do? I count in a numerical ring. And why? Because it like, there's nowhere to go. Like there's no new directions to go in as far as the number line. There's no number line. Basically, it's a ring. It's a numerical ring. So numerical ring starts, let's say, with number 4. Okay, because there are 4 trimesters. There are 4 trimesters in a for there's 4 trimesters pregnant. A person is pregnant for 4 trimesters, not for 3 trimesters. Accurately, a person's body remains in a process of pregnancy for 4 full trimesters. Yes, pregnancy has to do with the person who is pregnant. And also, for infants that are not aborted, but infants who are born, um, um there's also basically an additional kind of, like, you could say that both the co-parent and then the newborn infant kind of also share that first trimester, since the person who is pregnant is oftentimes still going through adjustments and changes. And so the newborn, after experiencing 3 trimesters in utero on average, that would be 12 weeks times 3, and then there's going to be an additional 12 weeks after birth that a infant is actually learning who this co-parent is. Who is this co-parent? Is the co-parent even is anyone even acknowledged by the infant as a father? Does the infant smell the father to for the infant to form the memory of, okay, this is father, who is acknowledged by the body before the infant is doing any acknowledging at all, but the body is doing all of it. Okay, so this is what I mean by 4th trimester. So if we think about the numerical ring beginning at 4, we could say, okay, age 4. What does that mean? That would technically be the first year because a infant has already lived for 1 year at that point. But we won't say 1 year. We won't say because many infants die. Yes, and I'm sorry to speak so with such a blunt or harsh tone, but it is true that sudden infant death syndrome is a result of bedding that is not like mine. I'll just put it that way. Yes, sudden infant death syndrome is due to the design of infant bedding. So the way I sleep, I have totally eliminated that as much as possible, which a lot of people who have an instinct for parenting do, or I should say nursing, an infant, a instinct for nursing. So the legend of a wet nurse is actually true. There are people with genetics who are able to nurse infants without having been pregnant. I do happen to be one of those people. So my instinct is very much to child-proof everything for myself. Okay, so after 1 year, after 4 trimesters, that's technically 1 year of life. But we won't say 1 year because that is how Chinese people do it. They don't say 1 year, they say the 0th year. Why? Because oftentimes infanticide, which is considered to be abortion in China, can occur after that first year, or even many people are just scared to death and worried that a child's going to die of sudden infant death syndrome before they even get to the age of 1. So they don't acknowledge that first postnatal year as the number 1. It's the number 0. So I'm going according to this 0 numerical ring. So let's bridge this gap here in the age system. So if we start off at 4, the age 4, not 4 years, but the age 4. Why? Because we're starting off at 4 trimesters old or 4 trimesters young, however it's going to be called. So 4, and then the next year would be age 5. The next year would be age 6, age 7, age 8, age 9. And then we're going to skip over the age 10 because we're going in a ring. So we're going to close the ring when a person turns 10 years old. So when a person turns 10, that's when the ring will close. So I'll explain it. So we went from the age of 4 trimesters old, so that's the age 4, age 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 3. So after the age 12, not 12 years old, because that is a real age that will come after the number 10, after the age 12, that would be when a person is, so then they would be 3 years old, not 3 years old, they would be the age 3 the next year. Because remember, we're starting off at 4, so it ends at 3, but then after that, it actually goes to 10. Okay, are you following? So it goes 12, 3, and then rather than looping back to 4, age 4, well, a person survived. A person survived all the way up until the age 3. That means the next year they are factually 10 years old, taking into consideration that first year of the 4 full trimesters. You get what I'm saying here? Yes. So if you count it, that's going to be age 4, age 5, age 6, age 7, age 8, age 9, age 11, age 12, age 3, age 10. That's 10 years. And then after that, it's 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old. You see what I'm saying? So 13 is really a very, very important number in this. Yes, when a person turns 13 years old, I mean, several changes happen. Yes, and I personally believe that's when our mathematical education in geometry should be completed. That's something that a future that I'm looking forward towards and that I will try my best to manifest for all of us. Ideally, by the age of 13, we should have a solid geometric education and curriculum fast tracked with no use of machinery. So by the time someone turns 13, their mathematical education that's totally by hand, with no calculators, with no machinery, that is when a person's mathematical education should be complete up until geometry. And I know for a fact that is mentally where we are. That is educationally where we need to be. Okay. So how old am I? How old am I? Okay, well, let's see. I did my 4 trimesters. Okay, so then I was 5. Then I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I am 23 years old. And but actually, oh, let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, so my at my first birthday, when I turned 1, I would have been already 1. So that's like it's like adding another it's but that's not true. I would have been 9 months. See, so that's why I think the number 4 it encapsulates a full. So I would have to add another 3 months after my birthday. That's how you figure it out. So you would add 3 months after your birthday, and then that's going to be the next time you get a year old. So it's adding another 3 months onto the birth date in order to include the first year, the first full 4 trimesters that adds up to 1 year. So that's how you would do it. So my birthday, or I should say my age day when I turned, if I say age day, my age day when I turned 3, or not, sorry, my age day when I turned 4, that would have been March, April, May, June. That would be in June, June 24th. So I would be turning, so on June 24th, I'll be turning 24 years old. Is that true? So June 24th, 2001, I turned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you see, I have to go according to year. This would be better probably on a piece of paper, but let me try it with my hands. So there was 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. I would actually be turning 25. Is that true? Right? Because I counted all the way up until here. So that would be 25. I would be 25 years old. And on June 24th, on June 24th, 2025, I will be 25 years of age. But currently, so then I thought I would be turning 24 on March 24th, but factually, according to actual time, you can try to be delusionally denying the duration of a lifespan, but a duration of a lifespan does not begin at birth. So factually, my lifespan will be 25 years long on June 24th, 2025, rather than 24 years old on March 24th, 2025. So technically, I am already 24 years old. Technically, I'm 24 years old. I'll be turning 25 on this upcoming June. So really the quickest way to enact the societal change that's going to totally liberate our mindset is to just celebrate our birthdays on the actual, or celebrate our age day on the actual correct age day. So if you think about your age day, ideally, what would be great is if the very first age day was celebrated when a person turns 10 years old, because that's when it becomes like real. That's when a person becomes like real. So according to this like this like numerical ring that I was like telling you about, it ends with the number 10. So that's when a person becomes really 10 years. Okay, so a person's first age day celebration could be when they turn 10 years old, and that would be like a huge freaking day. This I know we can do this, guys. I know we can celebrate and be very happy. Bye.